Hey Sally, I think our interview's here. Is it Miss Morgan Anderson coming today?
Yeah, I think so, hon.
Go check the door and show her in. I'll be waiting here for her. Thanks.
Go on in, Morgan. Have a seat. Ty's going to be asking you some questions today.
Thank you so much. It was nice meeting you.
Good luck.
Okay.
Hi, you must be Morgan Anderson?
Hi, yes, Morgan Anderson. It's nice to meet you.
Thank you. My name's Ty
Thank
Anderson.
you so much for having me today.
Well, no, I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule. I'm sure you've got a lot going on this summer without school. I guess you're going to school. And
Yes, I am. I'm a full-time student.
Full-time student and trying to find a nanny position.
Yes.
I'm sure it takes a lot of time out,
Yes, it
out of
does.
your day, but I appreciate you taking time.
No, thank you. I appreciate you having me.
Were you able to find a house easy?
Yes, I've actually been in this neighborhood before, so it was very easy to find, and I really like your house.
Oh, thank you so much.
It's very pretty.
Thank you. Yeah, we've lived here now for about 10 years, and my wife and our kids just really, really like it here.
It's a great community, I've heard.
Yeah, so you know the neighborhood and so on?
Yes.
Great. Great. That will make it a lot easier, I'm sure.
Yeah,
if
definitely.
you get this
I'm
job.
very familiar with Fishers.
Good. Well, thank you very much for coming in and seeing me.
I actually have a couple of resumes. I know you've probably taken a look at it, but I have a copy for your wife as well, that if you want to sit down and take a look at it with her one day.
Yeah, that's great. I do have a copy of it, but it's always nice to get an extra copy to share if you need one. And I just like to take notes too,
Yes.
so it gives me something
Yeah.
to write on. So I do appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.
So, again, this is an interview for the nanny positions that we have open. I'm going to ask you some questions that I'm going to ask the other people that I'll be interviewing. So, as we're going through the process, if you have any questions or anything like that as we're going through it, please feel free to let me know.
Okay.
And then at the end, I'll open it up for questions if you have questions for me. And then I'll talk to you then about next steps and so on.
Okay, thank you.
Does that sound good?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Well, so tell me about your educational background, where you're going to school, what you're majoring in. Go into that.
I'm currently finishing up my bachelor's degree at Ball State University. I have 1 year left, and I'll be commuting, so I'll be living in the Fishers area, so you wouldn't have to worry about that. But I am majoring in interpersonal relationship communications.
Good.
I'm double minoring actually in educational psychology and counseling.
Okay. So just a moment ago, you stated that you're graduating in this coming year. Do you have an exact graduation date yet?
It will be in December 2016.
Oh,
There's not an exact date yet, but it will be when the fall semester ends, so it'll probably be around like before Christmas.
Okay, and so you're also taking summer classes this year, so
Yes,
you can finish up in December?
Yep, I decided to just speed up my process and do some online classes this summer, and to keep me busy and.
You said to speed along the process?
Speed along the process, yes.
Well, that's awesome, and that's kind of an aggressive schedule on your part.
Yeah, but I'm always up for a challenge, and it keeps me on my toes, and I wouldn't do it if I thought it was too much to handle.
So, you think you can handle a nanny job and going to school at the same time?
Yes, absolutely.
Is this based on any experience? Have you gone to school and nanny at the same time?
Yes. Actually, yes. Last summer I nannied 2 children and was taking summer classes as well.
Oh, good. So how did you do in those classes?
I did great. I actually passed with all A's and B's.
Okay. So let's kind of let's go there. So you said you nannied last summer, and actually you have that on your resume here. So you work with Mr. and Mrs. Robert Smith, is that right?
Yes, great family.
Okay. And so if I was to talk to them about you, what do you think that they would say about you?
All positive things. The mom would occasionally text me or stay after and talk with me and just tell me how much the children loved me and how much she enjoyed having me nanny her kids. And she said that whatever I do in life, it needs to be with children, because I have a great passion for it, and she
Uh-huh.
said I have an amazing gift working with children.
How did that make you feel personally?
It made me feel really good hearing that, because I've always wanted to work with children, and just hearing that from an outsider's perspective really made me feel good.
So, great. So if I was to ask Mr. and Mrs. Robert Smith, what could possibly be an opportunity for you to, kind of strengthen yourself, what would that be?
Reflecting back on last summer working with them, if I had to pick something that I could work on, would probably just be not putting so much pressure on having to do something 24/7, and letting there be quiet time and for them to go play on their own. I felt the need to always be going to do something. I think that every child should have at least 15 to 20 minutes a day where they can just, take a nap or have quiet time and read a book. And
I think that's good. So really your key learning is that you don't feel the pressure on yourself to have to do something with them every moment, that perhaps some quiet time on their own would be good for them. Is that what?
Yes, and maybe self-reflecting for them as well, to just have some quiet time.
Very good, very good. So obviously this is a lot of work with children. Why do you want to work with children?
I've always had a very strong passion working with children. It's something I've always enjoyed, and growing up I always loved playing teacher with my younger sister and all of her friends, and I really liked working with them and helping them learn, and making them feel special, and just being a leader in their life.
Good. Sounds like you got a real passion around it now.
Yeah, yes, and like just being a role model to them.
Very good, very good. So what do you like about being a nanny?
I love being able to just hang out with them and watch them enjoy doing activities, and taking them to cool new places they haven't been before, and just getting that experience with them.
Yeah, okay.
I remember when I was younger, and when I would have babysitters, I always looked up to them and thought they were so much fun and so cool, and so I'm really happy to be that person in those children's life.
Great. So tell me about a time when you had two siblings that you were watching started to fight each other. So what I'm looking for is for you to talk about a specific situation, how you handled it, and what was the final outcome.
Yes, I can actually remember of a time last summer with the kids I nannied. There was a situation when we were at the park, and they were fighting over a swing because there was only one swing left. So they decided to hit each other and cry and make a scene. So I went up to them and put them both to the side, talked to them. I made sure I tried to stay as calm as possible, and just kind of talk them through the situation, ask them what was wrong and why they were upset about the swing, and just handle the situation as best they could. And at the end result, they both decided that they were going to take turns on the swing.
Oh, nice.
And they hugged it out, and we ended up having a great day.
Yeah, and that happens a lot with children.
Definitely.
And I like the way you handled that. I think at the end, again, anytime you can learn something new in the situations, it'll help you out in the future. So good. Well, thank you. So here's a question. So what would you do if you walked in and found the child that you were watching had accidentally taken some prescription pills or something by accident, and you noticed that they had taken some? What would you do?
That's a great question. Your first instinct in that situation would probably be very scary, and you would immediately freak out. So, if you would see that happening, you would immediately get your phone and call 911. That would be my first step that I would take. And then I would ask them on the phone, what do I need to do before you get here, and is how can I help? And then I would follow their directions. Okay,
very good. Are you certified?
Yes, I am
Red
certified.
Cross?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so you would know how to perform CPR?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, very good. Let's say that, earlier you talked about you were at the park.
Mhm.
Let's say that you were at the park and you noticed a parent physically and really abusing their child.
Yeah.
How would you handle that situation?
I would probably get out my phone and call the police and let them know what I had been seeing.
Okay.
That behavior is unacceptable.
Uh-huh.
So it's something that shouldn't go unnoticed. If I do see that, you would have to report that. And, I would keep a close eye out on them and make sure they didn't leave my sight. And if it got too aggressive or violent and I thought the kid was in danger and needed help, then I would try to step into the situation as calmly as possible and, and let them know that the police are going to be on their way.
Okay. Well, very good. Yeah, we hope that never happens,
Yeah.
but, if it does, you got to
Yeah.
be prepared for how to handle that.
Yeah.
Very good.
Mhm.
Let me just look through the rest of my notes here and see if I have any further questions. Well, let me ask you this. Do you have any questions for me?
One question I can think of at the top of my head is, what are some qualities that you look for in a nanny?
Yeah, that's a good question, Morgan. And knowing my children and and my wife and how we raised them, really looking for someone that has an educational background. You're at Ball State and so on. Looking for someone that has a passion for children and in their development, because as you said, you're there with them more than we are because we're going to be at work and so on, and so you need to be that role model for them, right? As you said.
Yes.
And it's got to be somebody that they look up to, and that we also feel that also they're going to create a secure environment for the children. Right? Morgan, thanks for the question. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
The next steps in the process are, let me tell you what's going to happen from here. Okay. My wife and I are going to get together and review the candidates that we have and have a couple other people that we need to interview. At that point, we'll put our notes all together and discuss really what is the best fit for our family and what are our needs. We do plan on contacting the person that we feel most comfortable with and would be the best fit. And if it happens to be you, we'll get back with you. I'm assuming this is your phone number that I can reach you at on the resume, correct? So we'd give you a call if it would be you, and you would come back and meet the children, sit around, sit down and talk with us again to make sure it's the right fit for you and make sure in final it's the right fit for us, and then have you start at the end of the month. Does that sound good to you?
That sounds great, yes.
Okay, well, if you have any questions between now and then, please make sure that I gave you my card, my phone number.
Yes.
Be sure to reach out to me or my wife, give us a call, and we'll be happy to answer any questions we have. Does that sound good?
Yes, thank you so much.
All right, well, thank you so
I
much.
really appreciate you meeting with me today.
Well, Morgan,
Thank you.
I appreciate everything you shared. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Have a great evening.
You too.